Hi everyone, I'm here the Bard. My pronouns are they, them, and welcome to my channel. Today I have my February TBR ready for all of you. Now, I know I'm a little late in posting this since I have a busy first few weeks of February. I've actually already read 2 of these. I DNF'd a third. I have 18 books on this list. I'm probably not going to get to all of these reads this month, but let's just cross our fingers and hope for the best. I'm going to split up my TBR into two sections, the books I've already read and then the books that are still on the TBR to be read. The first two books were The Haunting of Hill House by Sheryl Jackson. I wanted to rate this Haunting of Hill House a 2 out of 5 star read. I found the story a little bit slow, could predict everything before it was going to happen, the characters were a bit dull, and I didn't enjoy the demonization of queer people and people with mental health. That being said, that horror trope of mentally ill people or queer people being evil or bad in some way is very common for books at this time. The second book that I have already read, I just finished reading it yesterday, is, spoiler alert, The Hero Dies, a memoir of love, loss, and other four-letter words by Michael Asiello. This was made into a movie, and I believe that movie came out in like December of 2022. I haven't seen the movie. I wanted to read the book first, and I absolutely sobbed the entire time that I read this book. It is poignant, it is beautifully written, and it is just heartbreaking. Based off of a true story about Michael Asiello and his husband, Kit Cowan. This book I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. The only thing keeping me from rating it a 5 out of 5 stars is that I wouldn't read this book again, that I was just kind of like, it was beautiful and poignant and heartbreaking, as I've all said, but it was just not something that I would want to read again, I don't think. And 5 out of 5 book reads is, this book is my absolute favorite. I will read it again. So I just couldn't rightfully rate it that high. The final book that I have been reading this month, and I DNF'd it since I didn't like it, is Trust Your Heart, Lead Your Journey to Self-Discovery from Within by Najam Zebin. I'm about halfway through this read, and sadly it's very dry, and I just kind of hate it. I feel weird about rating a book since I'm only halfway through reading it, but how it stands right now is I would actually rate it a 0 out of 5 because it sounds condescending, and it has this ring to it of like a seminar you might take when you're in high school, or like a school assembly, and about like the importance of loving yourself. And of course, we all know we have to love ourselves and that we should love ourselves first and all of this. And this is kind of like the practical guide to how to take care of yourself, but it just comes off as condescending, and I didn't like it. But it is what it is. Now, next on my TBR are some books that either sounded like they might be fun to read, or I had read other things by this author, or I had read these books before. So the first one on this list is 2 books in a series, Where the Drowned Girls Go, book 7 of the Wayward Children series, and Lost in the Moment and Found, book 8 of both these books I'm very excited for. Now, I have to admit, these next 4 books on my TBR are all rereads, and I'm going to reread them specifically on Valentine's Day. I'm going to get myself some coffee or some tea and some chocolate and just curl up with these books. And that is the Heartstopper series, so volumes 1 through 4 by Alice Osmond. I'm super excited for this. On to other books in my TBR. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which is currently being banned in schools and libraries across the United States due to anti-police messaging that has been like the reason behind the ban. I'm gonna give that a read. I think I tried to read it a couple of years ago when it first came out, and I just kind of I DNF'd it, but I don't know why. So I'm gonna try reading that again. The next two books on this are A Small Place by Jamaica Kincaid and Ain't I a Woman by Sojourn Truth. These are both of my books for Black History Month, and I'm actually super excited to read them. Next, I have Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tashikusa Kawaguchi. I feel like I butchered that name. I'm so sorry. So that's on my TBR. No Happy Endings, a memoir by Nora McEwan. Howl's Moving Castle. I've read this one before. This is by Diana Wynne Jones. And then Silver in the Woods and Drowned Country. These are two books by Emily Teish, and also are rereads. Of these 18 books, I've read 2 of them. I've DNF'd a third one, and I have a plethora of rereads and new reads to get through. I'm probably not going to read 18 books this month. That seems like a massive undertaking, but these are the books I'm most excited for this month. So, with all of that said, thank you for joining me in this mid-month February TBR. I hope to see you guys next time. I've been Hero the Bard. My pronouns are they, them. And if you would like to read any of my novels, you can find them all on my link tree below. Thanks, and see you next time. Bye!